All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream. We are on horseback. We are continuing the path. I hope to make it to the Acacia Village at least today. Hopefully further, if I'm being honest, because once we get past the Acacia Village, we will be joining into the jungle, which is the last section of this path, which is exciting. So yeah. And I just got reached out to by J-Dog. He's got something cooking for tonight. So at 7 p.m. I will be live streaming again, doing some Craft Mine, which if I recall correctly is the April Fool's update. So that should be at 7 o'clock. Hopefully that goes all well. But let's get started with today's pathing stream. So without further ado, please bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for letting me be able to stream. Just pray that everything goes well and smoothly, and that I'll be able to glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright. Stop freaking out, bro. Alright, so my mouse is currently plugged in at the moment. We can throw that guy right there. Because it was dying right before stream, like 10 minutes before. So, gonna leave it plugged in for a little while, see how badly it does. Since we're just building a path, I feel like it should be fine. Don't really know. It will be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wow, we're like all the way, why? Okay. Alright, so now we've got to figure out exactly how we're going to go across here. So we're going to go up. Let's go 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do that. It's gonna be a crazy turn, I think. That's fine. Oh, that's too far. Never mind. Not as crazy of a turn as I thought it would be. All right, and that's already annoying me, so we're gonna unplug the mouse. Ah, dang it. Hold on one second. Technical difficulties. The issue is when the mouse is plugged in while I play, it has to go under the desk. But normally I have the charger plugged into my headphones charger because it's USB Type-C. We're not going to have the lights on it just to conserve some of that power. We can now bonk that down, bonk this up. Do a little bit of that action. Nice. I am going to go to this edge. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's get it, bro. I don't have a lot to talk about today. I'm just gonna straight up say that. So I just want to get Happen done. And leave the exciting part and talkativeness for the upcoming stream. Because that'll be where we'll need it more. Oh, you know what we can talk about, though? Actually, I do have something. Warriors of the Mind. Because there's always more to talk about that. Guys, you're helping me develop a game by just existing. Alright, so Warriors of the Mind. Next update. I think we're going to go here to there. So let's go straight down here. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. You dare eat in my face. Anyways, Warriors of the Mind. Next update. So we've already had beta 1. Now we're in beta 2. We are going into beta 3, I guess. This is the third thing. You're going to die, Donkey. Ooh! Got a head, nice. So now to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Anyways. So the next thing I'd like to add that I think would actually make a lot of sense to have in the first place for a game like this. Races. I'm not gonna lie. I should have said racism by accident. But it's okay. We need more races. And I mean like elves, dwarves. But I might create some of my own. I don't know yet. Because elves and dwarves are in great territory. So that's nice. And it'll add to your character. I'm thinking, like, we'll have, like, human as your most basic, race. No change. They're the default. They're the standard. They get nothing special. They're just generic and ordinary. But then maybe for a smaller creature, like a halfling kind of a thing, for a halfling, we could do, how do we want to, I don't want to do this next part. Like, they get a negative modifier to strength and vitality, but +2 to agility. So, like, things like that, so it keeps upgrading, the characters. I'm thinking once again, go here, follow this edge, 1, 2, and then go straight across. So we'll follow this edge, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think should be good. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, so got to think about all the races, what we're gonna do. I don't know. I think we should create an entirely new set of races. Instead of doing your typical hobbits, dwarves, elves. Can't do hobbits. That one's taken. But like halfling, I need to figure out, which ones are copyright, which ones are not. I did that once before. Hello. You got small drip leaf? If you don't, you're dead. I didn't know you could buy slime. Didn't know you could buy a potion of invisibility. I love how you could sell things now. We're not currently in the market for mini blocks. Cool! Maximize the heads there. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna try to figure that out. But yeah, and to make our own races that have special abilities and all that kind of stuff. I think that could be kind of fun and interesting. Right, once we get to this point, we're going to start wrapping around. I might actually break this away and have it follow this edge and then literally wrap around with it and go a little bit straight. But for now, kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that just straight? That is. Don't really like straight paths. They're not interesting. I like having some kind of a curve every single time. Unless we're near towns or villages, then it kind of makes sense that it's going to be a little bit more straight. But even then, it's meant to be a path. So I guess what I'll do is we'll get rid of this and add it down here. So we'll add a little bit extra. Little extra walk to it, you know? What we need. Just to make it more interesting. Maybe I could look into mythology to try to figure out what kind of creatures are in mythology and base the races off of those creatures, but not Greek mythology. Because that's been done 1,000 times. They've already got their things. You've already seen minotaurs and I forgot what those people were called. But we've seen it all before. You know what I mean? Like Greek mythology is used in everything. I was thinking more Norse mythology, but there's also Egyptian, Roman. You know, we have all of these other mythologies, so we could possibly create something using those. I don't know. Welcome into Denali. How you doing? How you doing? So that's one thought, is use other mythologies to create races, or you know, just make them all up, or have the ones that people are most familiar with, like dwarves and elves. Though I will say I've been watching an anime. All right, let's have it go up. Yep, and follow this edge. It's kind of hard to follow. So we'll say it is a long path. It's supposed to. Let's see. This is straight on. Let's go over 2. 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe. Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. How many notches do I have to go over? Yeah. Long path. But this is our destination, so we're almost there. We're very close. We're almost there. So very close. I think this is matched up, so I might need to adjust it. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely need to adjust that. Get the frick out of here. Get out of my way. Like back here. So, trying to think of what we could add to be another race. Is the question. What do we want? So I definitely want like smaller creature like people, because I like the idea of like they are weaker strength wise, but also fast. They're like very fast. And then because basically what I need are creatures that are going to be really healthy, who get bonuses to health, really strong, really smart, and really fast. But I want it to all be balanced. So every single time, if there's a positive modifier for something, there has to be a negative modifier somewhere else to make up for that. And there's only 4 stats, so there's only so much we can do in terms of that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I think it'll be interesting. To figure out what to do exactly. But yeah, because I think for our agility, I like the idea of having a race that is small. Therefore, does not have as much health because they're smaller, and also isn't very strong because they have, well, you know, smaller muscles, kind of a thing. So kind of going on that vibe, but they're really fast because they don't have as much weight to have to carry around with them, which is nice. We gotta move everything over. Because, like, in the anime I just finished watching, I'm so sad, I already finished it. It took me 3 days. It was a 1-season anime. I don't think it was going to stay at 1 season. I'm excited for the next one, but at the time being, only 1 season. So, we wait a lot. We wait a lot. Don't worry about the other stuff that's in there. That very clearly ain't. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let's see. Half-Foot was the name of their halfling, and I kind of like that they had Half-Foot Tall Man for human. Kobold was like a dog person. I'm going to actually put this guy like here. We're actually going to put our stuff over here because we're going to continue the path this way, despite the fact that and this is going to go off path. Cool. Despite the fact that we need to finish this part of the path, but it's fine. It's fine. May not have actually needed all of that. Look at that. What about you? So yeah, we can figure out exactly all of that kind of stuff. Because I think like Hassar, I actually don't even know if I want Hassoroth and Bassaroth to be the same, or like they'll be the same race, but I don't know if I want that to be human per se. Tremolian feels definitely like a non-humanoid, if I'm being honest. But I'm trying to figure out what that is. I almost picture Tremolian as kind of like a dark elf. Almost a mix. Alright, let's see. Because we wanted to... Oh. Actually, I think I was supposed to wrap this around this way. Because we need to go... We'll zoom in. We need to go to this village. We need to go to right here. Oh, I just cracked my jaw. So I think, honestly, yeah, going straight this way. And then up and out. Oh, that's a little far, actually. We don't need to, we can go before. So go this way. Like that. That's a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a huge fan when that happens. But it is what it is. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, what would I even call this thing? Because I'm also thinking, honestly, like, with what I'm describing right now, I'm kind of picturing, what the, I think we're gonna kind of make up a little bit of our own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit of our own pathway here. So that way we can curve it a little bit better. Force the curve. Instead of following the actual terrain, because honestly at this point we're gonna have to redo a lot of the terrain around this path to fix areas that kind of went wonky. So like now we're going straight this way, we'll stay on this level, and then right where this tree is we'll probably do, actually we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we can get rid of the tree. Get out of my face. Get out of my sandwich. Alright. Hey. It's not exact, but I think it'll work. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like if Viking was its own race kind of thing. Like I'm thinking what people assumed was kind of a cape, like a bear's cape on the back, on their backs as a decoration, was actually a part of that. And that, like, they actually have a thing of fur that lines their backs. Like a thick thing of fur. And it's because they live in, like, colder climates, they live in colder towns, so it's a way for that when it gets too cold out, they can lay flat on their stomachs and cause insulation. And they also have the ability to hibernate. They have immense strength, but they also are not very fast on their feet due to their larger size, so they cannot move very quickly. So I think a +1 to strength, +1 to vitality, -2 to agility. Where do I even put this information? Because of course, that's like character creation stuff, which, actually no, that's general information, their race, which is actually at the bottom here. Look at that. Friggin' general stats. We're just gonna put over here, race. It's a part of general stats, so we'll do that. And also I'm changing it, you get to choose your own weapon now. So race, so we'll just do all of the races. Racism. Sorry. I'm going a little crazy here. So I think we're gonna do like bear folk. Let's put it up one. Bear folk. It's almost giant like Vikings. Actually, grow fur. Thanks. I don't know if that's how you spell that, but it's okay. Minecraft doesn't spell check you. We get a +1 to vitality and strength. Oh wait. Vitality. How does +1 to vitality work? Because vitality doesn't have an average system. It has a hit threshold. So do we just do a +1 to hit threshold? Alright, let's just do this. They've gained +1 to strength. +1 to strength. 10. +10 to vitality, which will also increase the hit threshold. But -2 agility. So being below average as this guy is not going to be great, and being above average will not give you that. But because you can prestige, these kinds of things are okay. I don't want to call him Dark Elf. I don't like that. So that's the Bear Folk. What's elf in Spanish? Let me get Google Translate out here real quick. Let me Google Translate this. Okay, I just gotta get that real quick. Spanish. Duende. Escudo. Don't like that. Oh, that no. I guess we'll keep thinking about that then, as we build that up. So that's Bear Folk. Done. Here's where things get slightly complicated, because this doesn't make any sense right here, so we're going to get rid of it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's my... let's see, dark elf, almost like the, whoa, what were they called, dude? From One Piece, the Lelouchians, was it? Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I've watched friggin' One Piece. Lunarians. That's honestly what I'm thinking, like, the darker, obviously the fire on the back and the wings I'm going to take away, so they're going to be, very nimble, very smart creatures. So they're gonna get a, I think, +1 to intellect. We're gonna actually stay at this level. Like that. Think will do us good. Let's see. Because duende is elf, and oscura is dark. So I was like thinking of a way to match those together, but it didn't sound good. Yeah, but like an oscuende. But I don't. If I did it in Japanese. Yeah. This Japanese sounds freaking epic. I was learning Japanese at a point, but I haven't looked at Duolingo in a hot minute to do lessons again. Just because, I don't know. There's just something about, like, the things and words they decide to go with in terms of teaching you stuff. And I just, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm never going to use that kind of stuff. Like, I know a lawyer is. It's bengoshi. Isha's doctor. That one actually could be useful, knowing what doctor is. But, like, why do I need to know what a lawyer is in Japanese? Tell me, Duolingo. What's... Are they trying to tell me something? That I'm going to need a lawyer or something? It's just funny. I don't know why they do it like that. And so it's just like, I feel like I'm not really learning what I need to be learning. I'm just, like, I'm learning it, but am I really learning it? And, like, people have noticed that, like, you don't really get grammatical stuff from it, which I just realized, not really. Like, it did teach me that the verbs go at the end. Which is interesting. So, like, desu is it's. That goes at the end of your sentence. So if you're like, bengoshi desu is he's a lawyer. Because, like, and even he or she is not specified in Japanese. So it's just desu is person is this. So it's he's, she's, it's, theys, whatever it is. I can see the village. Let's go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. I almost feel like taking it into my own hands and looking up words that I would actually use and go word by word, and then watch YouTube videos to teach me, like, grammatical structure, and then put everything else together myself. But it's a lot of work. And I'm not even gonna work thing. Now at my school, they do have a club that's Japanese language learning, but the issue is I'm probably gonna do intramural volleyball, and therefore not have time. But here, I'm gonna look up Dark and Elf in Japanese. No, sorry. I need that the other way. Okay, it's so slow. That's average. Okay. Urufu is elf. Is kurai. Kurufu. Let me go back to elf. Kurai is dark. Kurai. Erufu. Kurufu. Arai. Araifu. Araifu. Karaifu. Saying random words. So we have Kurai is dark. Erufu. Sorry, there's no R. Erufu. It's just a flat. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get the frick out of here. Is darkness. Kuraifu. Kurai. I feel like that's almost cooler. Just dark. the Kurai. But that's literally the dark in Japanese. Because, I don't know, Fu ain't doing it for me. That's what's, oh, why do the words I always want to use as, like, my root words in made-up, like, names and stuff always have to be, like, stupid sounding? I swear, it's so hard for me to find, like, a good word. Oh, that's it. Kuraifu. Kuraifu is the one that's sticking the best. Karai. The karai. Instead of kurai, it's with an E. Karai. The karai. I like that. Hold up, let me write that down. Let me get that shit down. So we have a race. So we have the karai. Dark-skinned, long-eared race. So we don't want to describe him as an elf. No. It's its own thing. It's a dark-skinned, long-eared race. +1 to agility. So they get +1 to agility. +1 to intellect. I don't know why I didn't put 2. +1 to intellect, but -2 actually I know how to do this better. +1 to and intellect. Do I want to do -2 to -2 to strength, but not very strong? -1 to, I think I'm actually going to do all of it. Everything gets adjusted. -1 to strength and -10 to vitality. Okay, I just realized I kind of want other stats to go along with it, so I might have it be split more, and I might honestly make a different book with races and have all that information in there. Oh, right, I came back here because we need to move. So close, but yet so far away. But we're out of a shulker box of 4 start. That's okay, we can grab another one. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay. So. If you're wondering why I keep having my horse all the way back there, it's because if I don't put him back there, he'll keep walking up here. And it's really difficult. Anyways. Because he's attracted to the carrots. So now we have a Karai. Well, now we need the small, fast, but weak race. Because Karai, I'm thinking honestly they're very skinny, typically. Very lean, maybe that's the word to use. So maybe I'll change small in stature to lean. Because they're not very large looking. Because one thing I don't want to have a race that has like a positive 2 and a -1 somewhere, or only has a positive or only has a negative, because then you never want to choose that character. So it needs to be balanced. This tree is definitely gonna have to go. It needs to be balanced that there is technically no race that's better, because there's always something, like for every positive there's a negative. That's really what I want. So let's do... That's really what I'm after here. Got a treat. Okay. So yeah, they're lean. They're known for speed and agility. Honestly, I'll probably keep using Japanese to just make up everything, because it's freaking epic. I probably should have started with human, but that's okay. Well, now that I have the... no, I want to keep the other book as a memento. So I don't want to rewrite the whole thing. Because if anything, I'd want to sign it. But I might use information from it later, possibly. Don't know yet. Also, I feel like agility needs to do something more. Because strength and intellect now have their own defenses. Meaning that they have two purposes. Which leaves... Vitality technically also has two purposes, because it's your health. It adds to your health, but also adds to your hit threshold. So it does do more than just, like health or something like that. Whereas currently, agility literally is just defense dodge right now. Not a huge fan of that. I want it to do... Really want that one. Really want it to do more than just defense dodge. Oh my. That's where we needed to be. That's what we needed to match to. I didn't realize that there was as much of a mountain here as I thought there was. Honestly... Have this go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have this go down. I'm gonna get rid of these trees. And then we will, well, honestly, because the town will build around the road more than anything, so the town doesn't necessarily need to be right here, though I will put the start of the next part of the road here, but we can readjust the whole town for that, and honestly, that part can just go off that way. This bridge, I don't think I'll put there, but I might leave it there. And I might have this pathway go somewhere else. I don't know. Though I don't know where exactly it would go, given the terrain. It's kind of terrible around here, because it's up and over a whole mountain. And it's funny, I even terraformed this area for this path, and I'm just coming up over here. Alright, well, good news. We made it to the village, and we're only, and get rid of this guy as well. We're only a little bit in here. Yeah. We might actually be able to finish this path today. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I want to set the bar that high for myself. We just made it to the town. I think I'm going to leave this part of the path right here. And we'll... Oh, actually, I might bring it closer. I might try to bring it a little bit closer. But yeah, I mean, technically speaking, the path doesn't necessarily need to continue straight through the town. We might still have it do that, but we might have it just curve in the town and have the town not necessarily follow a straighter path as the town that we're going to build for this episode that the path goes through. I think that could be kind of interesting. Now that I think about it. So it's technically like it wraps around the corner and like winds to where it needs to go. And technically it's one road that goes straight to it, but it winds a lot. And then obviously there are other roads that wind off of it. That would just make it really confusing to make up for the fact that we came into it at a weird angle. What I'm thinking is... we do a little bit of this action. We actually keep it level. We'll basically leave the pathway right here. So the path will come this way, and then we'll have the road basically go like, and then go straight, and go right across to here. And we'll make the path here, we'll go across here, and we'll terraform this to make that a little bit better, and then we'll probably have to fix that. We'll not be using that, fortunately, because like technically I could have it come over here, and I might still have like a road come over here and go to a bridge there and have this connect there and go off somewhere else. But really, if you look at it realistically, where is this going to go? Because this pathway is going to go here. This pathway could still go straight into it, but also curve this way and go where exactly? Because it goes straight into ocean anyways. But I guess if there was another town, maybe right in the jungle, kind of makes sense, but probably not. Probably no. Ooh. This tree is in my way. Carry on my wayward son. Don't you cry no more. Don't know why that happened. Just popped into my head. It just was what it was, you know? Very nice. Look at it. Look at that. That's a wonky little path right there. Just go. Whoop. It'll continue to walk straight through this village. It's gonna be very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's move over to the other side of the village. And good thing too, because I was almost out. And that's another shulker box of dirt right there. You can grab this shulker box of coarse dirt. Because we're running out of space here. Actually, I think I want to keep this with coarse dirt. Not coarse dirt. I didn't need a coarse dirt. I need another dirt shulker box. Shoot. Okay. Alrighty. We made it to the town. Now we just gotta now we just gotta get further. Isn't that exciting? So we gotta somehow make it through all of this mess. Oh, what? How did that happen? Freaking blade of grass or something. I don't know. Just gonna take it all, because right now I'm not digging. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just have the pathway right here. Alright, so this is where things... Oh my gosh, it's night time. Okay. This is where things gets interesting. So we need to go straightish. Basically, gun for the side of the mountain, and then follow the side of the mountain across through here. Keep going around the side of the mountain. Get basically to here. And then it's just basically follow the side of the mountain all the way up until this point. And then cross over. And then we'll probably chop that down. And we'll go through the side. Follow the river all the way across. Coming down and through. And then we go straight. And we go until we hit this side. This is the area we have left to cover. That's exciting. So, first and foremost, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First and foremost, we're already off the beaten path. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Whoop. Oh, I need to get, I think I'm gonna do the words for small in person. Oh, this is why I wish I knew Japanese, because then I could really think about stuff, but alas, I couldn't sit there and learn it. Google Translate. Okay. Not small. Small is, I need you to not have a little thing there. Chisai. Chisai is small. I don't need to go into that. Chisai. Hito. Oh, wait, I did know the word for person. It's hito. That's right. So, now that we know that, we can do a Cheeto? A Cheeto. Let's not do Cheeto. Hisai. The Hisai? Hisaito. Yeah, the Hisaito. I like that. I like that. The Hisaito. Hiseto. We're gonna change it to Hiseto. Let's do... the Hiseto. Very small. What? Small. Very small humanoid. Very small humanoid. Quick on feet. So it is +1, or sorry, +2 to agility, but -1 strength, -10 to vitality. So I guess technically, any of that are -10 to vitality start at 90 vitality, technically. Hiseto. Cool. Eventually we will make another book for races, but that is not it. Anyhoozles. Yeah, I think we just gotta get up here and then just start curving. Let me get up here and then we'll curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll just go straight on. It's fine. I don't mind straight ons in small portions. Like if it's just going up a little bit, I don't mind it to go straight on a little bit. Alright, we need to move this tree out of the way. Bet you didn't even know it was in the way. Well, I thought it was. So we're gonna go straight across here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go right to here. Which means... Hey, what you doing out the hole? Get the frick out of my face. Get that corn out of my face. Alright, okay. Don't want that. Now do we? No. Let's go. Okay. shadows. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. I think it's raining. But we're in the savannah, so it's not technically raining. Weird. I think I actually made the curve a little too thin. If you look at it. I don't know. It might be fine. If you have really wide paths, it might be fine to have like a part that gets skinnier. And I guess like parts that follow the edge of cliffs would make sense to be a lot skinnier. But I'm trying to keep everything roughly in the 6 wide range. Though curves are really hard to keep everything in the 6 wide range. This is actually kind of cool, but we're gonna get rid of at least this tree here. This one's just on the edge of being in the way. The other one's fine, I guess. I don't know. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep. So we'll go here. I think I'll actually get rid of this. Just go straight across. Go straight across here. Go up right here. Stay up. For about here. Go down here. I will say, traversing the jungle is probably going to be one of the most strenuous parts of this. It's a good thing it's saved for last. But it's crazy to think we're almost, just almost, done. So get rid of this protrusion here. Nobody wants to see it. It's just so weird placed. The terrain generation here was kind of wonky. One, two, three, four, five, six. Close. It's really hard to tell what's going on here. I think I figured it out. Think this is good. It's really hard to tell what's what when it's dirt and coarse dirt. Like, you can tell a little bit because one's brighter than the other, but it is difficult in there. Oh, it's getting nighttime again. Oh well. Keep accidentally putting off fireworks. So now, how little trees are actually in this area. They do get in the way a lot. One, two, three, four, five, 6. No, I hate when ads do that. 6. I will go the other way. We'll come from the other way. Make that work. Hug. This was supposed to be gone by the time I got here, but hey. It's fine, we can get rid of it by hand. The amount of this path that's just casually floating. Bro, we might have to have another video that's just all going through, and that's all the parts dirt. Okay. Time to bring everything back up again. Alright, what other races can we do? We have... I guess we need one that's probably super smart, but not very athletic. Right? Like a very intellectual race. feel like that'd be the gnomes. You get to stay back here. It'd be annoying while I'm building that part. Probably fall off. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. And we have run out of another one of these. I'm not going to make... those just yet. Stay put. Or see. Alright, we are basically gonna go right through here. Okay. Okay. Now we've got to think, how exactly is this going to trail the edge there? I think we're going to keep it on this level for now. Go up where that tree is. Go up on this level all the way to here. Go up again there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that tree is where I want. Let's go up. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1. 1. I think honestly for the most part. Oh wait. Wait, was I supposed to go up or was I supposed to go? I think I was supposed to go up, not down. Whoops. Whoops. We went the wrong way. It's fine. It's fine. It's embarrassing. Just. Let's try this again. So we want to go up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. You are going to be in the way. You are always in the way. Always, I say, always in the way. Never a dull moment with you, is there? That's not going. What? Oh my gosh. We're doing it wrong again. That's unfortunate. We're gonna lose some points right here. Did it wrong again. We're supposed to start down. Here. Like this. Friggin' idiot. Now do you understand what's going on? Okay. Boom. It's terrible. You don't have a leader anymore. What are you gonna do? Goodbye. You're all weak to begin with. You can never deal with it. Pop. Okay. Alright, now we gotta go another level. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. We're so close. We're so close to the end. I don't think we're gonna quite get there in this stream because I'm running out of steam. Wow, that rhymed. That's crazy. That's okay. Right, so I want to go all the way until about yay. I want to go up again. I think, honestly, let me do one of these. Let me pull out one of these. Okay, I can't help myself but wrapping it around, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I'm like trying not to have these like diagonally straight paths, but like we're always so far away from like what I actually am like trying to get close to. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's a way for me to... I need to go the opposite way. Like, I need to go out more. Oops, that was too far. Ugh. Oh well. What can you do, you know what I mean? What can you do? You tried, and you failed, and now you just gotta deal with it, right? You just gotta deal with it, and it is what it is. But hey. Oh, I thought it was out of course there for a second there. We're good. Just the pick block wasn't working for a second there. I'm pretty sure it creates like a... I'm pretty sure these two are perfectly diagonal to each other. So it creates just a perfect thing. And like this part looks really stupid. Nearly perfect. Nearly perfect diagonal. We're one block away from the true diagonal. And then here we need to... Like, we can literally get rid of this. We have a perfect diagonal right there. Well, you know, I tried to make that up, but it happened anyways. Let me build this path with a smaller curve in mind, you know? Except that it just doesn't work. Because we need to cut this way so much more than that. We need to go, meow. It's too soft of an angle. Need to get that. Change the accent. What would you like it changed to? Sorry, I'm not doing a lot of talking, so I don't know how much you'll hear it, but... Yeah, I need to go up a few more blocks, so let's just... There's no input. There's no input box for that redeem. There isn't? Oh, there's supposed to be. You can just say... Not a huge fan of that. Okay. You want the Irish accent? Okay. That's a possibility there. You can do a little bit. Oh, I'm not coarse dirt there. Well, my Irish accent's probably one of my worst out of my arsenal, if I have to say. But it is what it is. It gives us a chance to improve it. Just a little bit more. Do Irishmen also say we? Or is that strictly a Scottish thing? I don't know, actually. Oh well. I don't hear Irish people talk often, so I'm not, like, too familiar with the Irish accent, if I'm being honest. I do got the lead. Mostly Scottish, I think, yeah. But then we'll take it out. I've learned a lot of Scottish, like... Oh wait, I need you to be further back, man. You're too close. You get in my face when I'm not looking there. Get the frick out of my face. Don't know how he does it. I don't know how he gets in my face without me looking. It's impressive. But, okay, there we go. Let's see here. Okay, we still got plenty of resources here, so we're not really worried there. Grab all of that, and then we've got to figure it out. Alright, Scottish use a lot of different words. Irish tend to just emphasize the vowels differently. That's true. I definitely feel that. Makes it a little easier, doesn't it? Well, your Irish seems to travel around both Scotland and Wales a fair bit. Well, Wales I don't really know how to do a Wales accent. My Irish accent, as I said, needs work. My Irish accent really is just like a lighter version of the Scottish accent. It's just basically like not pronouncing the R at all. Instead of like the Scottish accent, I focus on rolling it. The Irish accent, I just take it out entirely. And that's my way of going about it. And then yeah, trying to figure out like which words do you emphasize, which ones do you not. I think about is like a good one, but that's almost Canadian at that point. But you know, it is what it is. We'll try to figure it out. But I need to like listen and learn how to do an Irish accent. That was your fault. You're in my way. And I think it would sound a lot better if I learned it a little bit more. But I really haven't. Scottish I put a lot of time into. English always came easily, and I think it's just easier to do in general. But like Irish is just, it's so close to Scottish. Like a lot of times, like I watch Irish comedians and they sound more Scottish than anything. And I'm always like, are they Irish or are they Scottish? But they're Irish. You know. So it's always like the question there. Easiest way is to boost an Irish accent is to change I to oi. 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 Yeah, that could work. Like boy. Boy, have a great time. Something like that. It's kind of working a little. Yeah, figuring out, like, drag out the vowels a little bit more there. Get the I to the oi. Make it a diphthong there. Okay. Oh my gosh. It just looks so bad, because it's like you get this spot right here, and it's just like... What was even going on? What's even going on over here? I don't even know. I don't even know. Don't know what's going on. Can't tell you. At this point with these, I just kind of give up a little. I don't know what to do to fix it. I don't know why it's broken in the first place. It just is. Okay, we really need to actually curve this around crazily. If I'm being honest here. Gotta curve this. That's not what I was trying to do. I'll put that there, put that there. Nope, that's not the right block. I need dirt. And I want to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Like a really crazy turn here. I just realized I went the wrong way. I needed to go the other way. I always do my turns wrong. I need to go this way. This is what I needed to do. I think it's just, I knew I wanted to go a little further up. But, unfortunately, I didn't do that properly. So now, we've made it a little bit harder on ourselves, but let me just like 1, 2. Boom. Do that. And now we've got a little bit of an easier time here. When doing that, then all it's back to its working state. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think the 10 minutes are up now. I'm going to switch over to a Scottish accent. Because as I said, my Scottish accent's a wee bit better than my Irish accent. That one I've actually practiced a wee bit more than the Irish accent. Never really did practice the Irish accent, just kind of said I could do it, but who knows if that was actually true. Not me. I just said it was. Called it a day. Basically. the story of the Irish accent. I should take the time to really learn these accents, figure out what drives them. But the Scottish accent, we've kind of got to the kind of edge of it. I think I understand the Scottish accent just a wee bit more, a little bit better. And I think that's really great. Very happy with that, you know? It's great. It does the justice we need it to, I think. There's like a whole variety of things I can do to, like, you know, fix it, make it sound more natural or better or something. Do a pickaxe in it. I think the pickaxe is always a great way to carve. Huh? Alright. There's that. No, I do want that there. Up and around. Fill that in. Fill this in a little bit. Make it look a little bit more natural. Alright, we've got to figure out exactly how this is going to go. We've got past this part, which is nice. Very, very nice. Now, we need to still follow the mountain. Go around it. Go this way. Straight on. Probably all the way down to here. And then cut across. And kind of still follow the mountain. And then cut across again. Right about... I want to see where that is. Follow this as like a pointer and go that way. But I actually think that's going to do it. We will get the final bits of this done next time. I'm a bit juiced right now. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today. Do that. Let's see who is live to raid. I did actually. Let's raid this guy. Haven't been here, so slash raid. Kala Korean Night. There we go. Scooching on in. Dougwo hi, Dougwo heart, Dougwo raid. If I spell it right. And then my favorite, Dougwo bang. And let's raid on over.